Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm Pastor Ranjo. This is your community group video, and whether you're watching at home in prep or at group with everyone, thank you so much for making time to be part of our community. So, before we get to the sermon this week, I want to take a moment and thank you all for participating in the Cupcake Challenge. My goodness, you all did amazing. I couldn't believe some of the decorations, and all of them tasted so good. If you did not win a prize, just know that you are greatly appreciated anyway. So this week we continued in our series on Hebrews, and for more on the sermon, here's Lisa with your 90-second sermon recap.
Hey everyone, it's Lisa with your 90-second sermon recap. We are continuing our Jesus is Greater Than series, and Pastor Jason talked about another passage from the book of Hebrews where the writer talks about Jesus being greater than even Isaac, who was the son of Abraham. Now, the reason this comparison is made is because Isaac was the symbol of the promises of God that he made to Abraham, because God said to Abraham, I'm going to make you the father of a great nation. Your descendants will outnumber the stars in the sky. And Isaac was the living proof of that, because Abraham obviously wouldn't live long enough to see his descendants become as many as the stars in the sky. But he could look at Isaac as the down payment and know that God was following through on his promises. He could look at Isaac and know where he was going, know where his legacy was going. And Jesus acts very similarly for us, but even in a greater way, because Jesus is also that symbol of the down payment of the promises of God. He is the one who provides eternal life. He is the one who sits in authority with God the Father in heaven, and he is already where we want to go. The greatest is already where we want to be. So how does that impact the way that we live, the way that we make choices? We should always be looking to Jesus as the one who's already there. And we, by following him, can trust that we will also be where he is.
Thanks so much, Lisa. So this week, Dylan is going to be leading our discussion. So here's Dylan with your questions for the night.
Hey everybody, my name is Dylan. I'm one of the leaders here at GCF, and I'm here with your 3 questions for the week. The first one is, what is your favorite thing to do on lazy days? This is one of the easiest and most fun things to talk about, so take a couple minutes and share about what you like to do on your lazy days. The second question is, who are those who have modeled what it means to remain faithful and not be lazy in our faith? Who are those who have modeled good and bad practices as a Christian for you in your life? And the third question is, in what ways are you tempted to be lazy in your faith? In what ways are you tempted to let your guard down, let your spiritual practices go to the wayside? What are those ways that you're tempted, specifically you? And then what are some ways that we can combat that? What are some ways that we can remain vigilant, even on our lazy days? Thanks, guys.